YouTube, Autumn Beckman here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My channel is all about luxury on a budget, so if you're into that sort of thing, be sure to subscribe, like the videos that you enjoy, and click the bell notification icon to be notified when I post a new video. Today I want to show you my Louis Vuitton Denim Pleaty and how to turn this into a crossbody bag. You may be thinking, well, all you have to do is add a crossbody strap, and yeah, that's partly true, but it's a lot more challenging than you might think. And I had to go through a lot of trial and error to find a solution to really make it work and make it, in my opinion, look pretty. So I want to share that with you in hopes of helping you to get to the solution faster than I did and save you the time and the expense of the trial and error that I had to go through. You do, of course, need a crossbody strap. I have a recent strap video where I ordered a crossbody vachetta strap like this that looks like it was made for Vuitton. I ordered an M-Craft leather one and I ordered one from Amazon, and I compared those with an authentic Louis Vuitton strap. And I went with the Amazon one because it was cheaper, but I used it like once and took it out into the sun, and the glazing was, in the sunlight, a brighter red than I was comfortable with. I didn't like it, and it just seemed to change. That shade of red seemed to change a lot. So I did return the Amazon one, and I picked up a different M-Craft leather strap because I had sent the original one that I had back, which was thicker than this and not crossbody. This is a crossbody strap. It's 120 centimeters or like 45 inches or so. It's whatever set length they have there, and I can link it below for you if you're interested. This one is more expensive. I want to say it was around 70-ish compared to about 30 for the Amazon one. But the color of this glazing is closer to the Vuitton color. And you can see actually the Vuitton one on the bottom is a little more red here because this bag is in almost brand new condition. The glazing on the Louis Vuitton bags I have found changes color. It starts out a little brighter red and gets darker with age. So that does happen if you didn't know that. All right, so let's get into how to make this a crossbody bag and what some of the challenges are that I faced in finally figuring out how to do this. The first problem is how to get rid of this strap, because if you have another strap on it, you don't want it just hanging there. It looks weird. And it's not detachable from this side, only from this side with this snap hook or bolt hook. I've seen it called a few different things. This is key, by the way, so keep that in mind. So all I do with this to get rid of that, I'm not going to remove it and damage the bag, so I'll just open the bag up and I'll tuck the strap inside. And we do that, and let me show you how I do it specifically. So I don't just throw it in there, I really push it down into the corners like this, where it's tucked into the sides of the bottom of the bag. And the only problem with this is when you put your stuff in, it is going to be on top of that vachetta strap, so it may scratch, you may get color transfer depending on what you have in the bag. If you have something that spills, it can get on the strap, so just be aware of that. One thing I may try to look into is some kind of liner for this to protect the strap and the interior. I don't know that Samorga makes one for this bag. They probably don't, but they have a lot, so maybe I could look at that. But that is an option. So now when I close the flap, that strap is hidden. Now it does still show on one side over here, especially when I pull that ring back out, and I am going to need that ring to attach my other clip. So there's that, and I've got to push that down so it's tucked in a little better. And then this ring is here by itself. Now these rings are the second problem. They are very, very thick. Here's the ring. I have my pochette accessoire here. Let me just give you a little comparison so you can see how thick these rings are compared to the regular D-rings that we see on a lot of our pouches and bags. So look how thick that big one is compared to this more regular size one. So when I order this strap from M-Craft leather, there's just no way it's going to fit on there. That does not work. So I have to find some solution. Now the first strap I ordered from M-Craft leather had a larger teardrop shaped clasp, and I thought, well, for sure that's going to fit over because it's so much bigger and the clasp opens wider. It didn't fit. I couldn't get this through there at all. So I ordered this strap, and I knew I needed something between these two to connect them. And that is where I've run into the biggest problem, finding something that will fit over this and that has another end that I can clip this smaller clip to. So let me show you the things that I tried, just so you know what I tried, and you don't have to go through the whole process and like trial and error like I did. The first solution I came up with, and this did work, but I didn't like it, is using these round O clips, and they clip like this, you see? And I could get those over the ring, and the problem that I'm having with pretty much every clip I've tried is I can get the ring in there, but then the little part that moves, the little hook clasp thing part, I don't know what that's called, it won't go back down because that D-ring is so thick, it just can't get back down around there. So I actually was able to get these on, and I had to scratch this a little bit in order to do that. But then I had these giant metal rings hanging off the bag, and it looked ridiculous. It almost looked like little Mickey Mouse ears or something. It just was so out of place. And then they didn't hang in line with the bag, they turned like this. So you can sort of, let me hold the bag up a little better. So they sort of hung like this on the bag, and then the strap was from there, and I just didn't like that look at all. So I got rid of those and looked for another solution. I tried this clip. That looks like it could work. A big lobster clasp that is used on bag charms, but of course I had a gold one. And I tried that, and you can get that big hook over there, but again, oh, actually this one works. So maybe you could find one that works. The gold one that I have did not, that little thing didn't close. So you could maybe find a gold one like that works, and then hang the strap from there. So that's one option, but again, you kind of have that circular shape there going perpendicular, that's the right word, right, to this hook. Another problem I had, speaking of all these hooks, is I was looking online on Amazon and on Etsy, and it was very difficult to find something that was everything that I needed. Something that fit here and fit on the smaller U-shaped hook on the strap, and that was the right color, which is a bright, shiny gold color. I found silver things that could have worked. I found brass, sort of antiqued brass looking things that could have worked, but they weren't the right color. The thing that I wanted most is a bolt snap like this. And something like this one might be too small. No, that works. So that works, and that goes with the snap that's already on the bag that I showed you earlier. And VUITTON uses these on a few of their bags. So I'd really like to have found something like this. Didn't find anything online. And the problem with this one too is when I would find something that I thought the ring would fit through, I couldn't figure out the measurements. So it would have been a trial and error, ordering something, getting it, seeing if it worked. If it didn't work, I have to ship it back, wait for the refund. The measurements on them seem to be just this space and not the length, or not this opening. So it was very difficult to try to find something online. Also, if I got this particular kind of hook, where it has this flat top here, which would be great if I had a piece of leather strap to go through there and attach, but I don't, I have this clip, then it ends up not sitting in the middle, but hangs to the side like that, and that's not very attractive. That doesn't look right, so I knew I didn't want a clip like that. I also found some clips like this that I already had. I used these on Vincent's bird toys. I think this is something that could work if you find something that the space is wide enough to fit over it. Then you can hang it like this. This one won't fit over it, but you could hang it over there and then have that little pointed space for your strap. So that's one option if you can find one that's the right color and the right size and everything that could work and it could look decent. What I ended up with after all this, it's very frustrating, and it's taken a while to find the right solution. I went to my local hardware store down the street, and I didn't think they would have what I wanted, but they did. These bolt hooks with the rounded base down here, and I took the purse with me and made sure that this fit over the hooks. So here we go. That fits there. Let me put my second one on. That fits there. Now the strap gets in the way a little bit, you can see, so it kind of hangs off to the side, not quite in the middle. And then the U-clip fits on the other end of that. And because it's not a flat top, it hangs properly. And I think that's the best looking and most functional solution that I found. I don't mind the look of these clips at all. I did mind those big circles. I think these kind of work with the bag. The only thing is that they're really not that shiny gold. They're a little more of an antiqued brass, a little more of a dull finish than the shiny finish on the VUITTON bag. But if that's what it takes to get the strap to work, then I'm okay with it after all this effort. Now let me show you what it looks like crossbody, in case you're curious about that. So there we go. I think this bag works so much better crossbody than over the shoulder, where you can't even really see it because your arm covers it up. And I think it's a lot more easily accessible because you can just unclip it here and get into it, and you don't have to take it off of your shoulder and put it down on a surface in order to access the bag. So for me, this is pretty much the perfect solution. It's the most perfect solution that I have found. Using the information from the tag, I was able to find these on Amazon. I just searched for Stanley N223-180 and it came up with that bolt clip. So I'll go ahead and link those in the description box below, and I'll put them in my Amazon store. I will say that it was much cheaper getting them at my hardware store. They were only about $2.99 each, but on Amazon they're $7.51 each, so quite a bit more expensive, and they don't come with Amazon Prime. Shipping is free though, so if you can't find them at your local hardware store or somewhere else cheaper, at least you could get them there if you need them. And those should be exactly the same size as mine, so they would work on this bag. Thanks for watching. I hope that was helpful. I know that's not the most helpful video I could do for you because I don't have a link to send you to, but I hope it helps. I hope it helps to see me go through things that don't work, so you don't have to go through that and do the trial and error like I did. That's it. Thank you for watching. Have a fantastic day. Bye.